Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to bring you another update from the homestead. And so far, no babies yet. She's still very pregnant. She is slowing down. She doesn't run. Usually she'll go into a gallop or a trot to get to any food or anything we're offering her treats. She stopped doing that. She is laying more. Right now she's enjoying the greens that Jim is giving her. So you can see we are clearing over here for the shed, and all the greens are on a pile right there. So we're bringing them over and feeding them to the goats. Soon they won't eat those though, because they've already been cut. They like fresh greens off the tree. But you can see our simple goat pallet shelter. This cost us absolutely $0 to build. No money was put into this at all. We used all stuff that we already had sitting around the homestead. We had leftover T-Vec from doing our siding. That is our roofing material for now. And we used leftover OSB, again, from building things here on the homestead. All the pallets were free, and we just go pick them up. We actually have one company calling us saying, hey, we got a pile for you, can you come get them? And we'll say, yep, we'll be there, and we go pick them up. Most of the pallets we get from that company, though, are going into the shed build. We're building an actual tool shed next. And this is set up. I got hay on the floor. And keep in mind, goats waste a lot of hay while they're eating. So, that being said, she's got a huge bin of hay. If it's rainy, they can come in here and eat. And you see there's lots of ventilation. It should hit somewhere in the mid 40s to 50s today. So, that shed will be very comfy if she goes into labor. And this is where they slept last night. I already topped off the poopy areas with fresh hay. And we got another bin in here. And you see, that's the core of a hay round. We have it tied in here so they can eat on this as well. And in the back corner is their mineral feeder and a mineral block. So we do have minerals in there. She has been eating more minerals than normal. Now, what we're trying to figure out is we need a gate here. We want to put her in here once she starts laboring and contain her so she delivers in a safe, dry, semi-warm environment. So our goal is to contain her so that she is safe, the baby will be safe, it'll be dry, and we can monitor her condition rather than somewhere here in the open pasture, because everything is wet now because of the last few days of rain. And we don't think she'll be totally safe in there because we still have the buck and Latte is still in this pen together. As soon as we know she's laboring, Pilot, our Bucky boy, is going into the kennel, and we already have plans, unless it's during the night, that he will be in there during labor and delivery until we know how he's going to behave with the babies. So, look how wide she is. You can see that's a good view of how wide she is. I did feel babies move the other day, so we're still good there. Yeah, look at this. He loves attention, guys. What do you want, big guy? Huh? He's actually very small, guys. He's very small, and he's such a beautiful little boy. He's very affectionate. Some people would call him ornery, but he doesn't have a mean bone in his body. He just loves to have my hands on him. Look at him. He's like, yeah, rub those nubs. He does not have horns, so he just has nubs, but he likes them rubbed. He kisses me. Imagine that, a goat that kisses. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you, yeah, someone's having a ball this morning. Lots of sticks to play with. Now, one of the things that are on the hit list is we got a chipper shredder that needs a rebuilt carburetor. We're going to rebuild the carburetor, but all this stuff, instead of burning it, we're not going to burn it. We're going to chip it up, which will make bedding for the animals. It'll break down and make great garden soil as well. Look how nice and dark this soil is. I wish that was the case everywhere, but it's not. So we work with what we got and we build soil. We add composted manure, we add hay, we add whatever, pine needles, whatever we can. This is a mess, guys. Look at this. This is where the old shower was. We broke it down because we used some of the pallet and the wood for that shelter, that goat shelter. None of this is far from the house. House, goat shelters, outhouse, tool shed. That is tiny. Not near enough. We barely got his upright toolbox in there. So our goal is, look at this hole we created. Look at all this brush. Our whole property's covered like this, guys. This is why it's taking us so long to gain any usable grounds here on the property. But he came in with a blade on the weed whacker, or the weed trimmer, whatever you want to call it, guys. It really doesn't matter. It does the job. But this is where our shed is going to go. We'll have a path open here. Compost toilet barrels. We're not just dumping it in the woods, guys. Never, never, ever do that. This is composting. Everything that comes out of that compost toilet, it's contained. There's no leakage, no seepage, nothing. We have a very high water table, and we do not want to contaminate that water because that water feeds wildlife. It feeds our forest, which the poop would feed the forest too, but we're not doing that, okay? But it also potentially is going to be our drinking water if we get a well put in here. Right now we're totally rainwater, and we did great. Better than I thought with rainwater. But that's a squirrel. I'm excited, I'm wired, I've had coffee, no breakfast, and I have a goat hopefully gonna deliver any day. So I'm super wired. Super excited. But as you can see, we got a lot of room to work with. We're gonna build this sucker as big as we possibly can. How big will that be? I'm hoping with pallets that we can go at least a 20 by 20 or a 10 by 20. And believe me, if I could build a 20 by 30 or a 20 by 40, I would sure do it. It would be great to get all the tools and some of the long-term food stores out into a shed. My house is filled and overflowing because it's only 900 square foot with no real storage in it yet. So this shed build is going to be fun and interesting. The first part, of course, is clearing the ground. Then we're going to put cinder blocks down, and we're going to level those cinder blocks so that when we are using the shed, it's semi-level. And one of the other things, again, one of my thoughts, my mind is always going when I'm not in brain fog from medication or just whatever at my age causes brain fog, okay? But this is where the pasture is going to be. So at some point, we're going to be building possibly a goat shelter, but it will not be a fully enclosed shelter like you're seeing in the other pasture. It will be more of a, let's get out of the weather shelter. So it'll be more open, no wood on the sides. It'll probably be built out of pallets, and it'll have some type of roof. And it'll be big enough if the rain's blowing that it can still get underneath it and stay dry. But yeah, we got a lot going on. It's always something to do here. Yesterday we had a day off. Why? Because it was raining all day. Today I'm going to try and do laundry. And that will put me outside a lot, which helps me monitor my pregnant girl there. We also have this big stack of windows. I am hoping one of my goals for 2018 would be to have a small greenhouse built so that this coming, not this winter, but next winter, I'll be able to have some vegetables growing in there and not have to worry or cover them for the freeze. Plus, I'd like to keep some tropical plants in there just to see what I can do up here with tropicals. So, we are getting ready to start a manure pile, but it's really not, it's got some manure in, not a whole lot. This here is full, and I want to dump it somewhere right in here. But as you can see, we got to clear a little bit. And then I'm going to dump that somewhere back here and let it start breaking down, because that would be building new soil and raise the soil levels up a little bit. This whole area tends to get wet during rainy season. So my hope is to build some soil levels. If I need to, I will do a raised bed garden in this area, because I've already done what's called winter sowing. I've got tomato seeds in this container, sitting in what will be the direct sun here in another hour. And that will be my start. It's Roma tomatoes. There's 10 seeds in there. And that will be my start for my winter sowing of tomato plants for a spring planting. But my goal is to plant in here. You see what's in here, guys? Yeah, we got our work cut out for us. And I keep causing more work. Go figure. Yeah. Some days I wear him out. But it's all process. It's it's happening. Things like this is all bark off the wood we're splitting. That all can be thrown back here as well. It'll break down, it'll compost, it'll make great soil. So it's about building soil, basically. Alright guys, that's a quick update. No, we're not done yet. The weather is conspiring against us. Between sore backs, as he's got sore back and a sore knee, we just are not getting anything done fast. So, but I can't wait to see this side all wooded up and done. It's going to be cute. That's my goal. Cute, cute, cute. Alright guys, have a blessed day. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Bye-bye.